Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'm going to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being the so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, with another video. And we're going to start here in Micah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." And this is going into who? The wicked elite, man. Everything that we see going on in the earth, you see, is being caused by the wicked elite of Esau Edom. They're at the forefront of this. And they're doing it because they're in their rulership, they're in their power. As Job 9 and 24 tells you, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You see? This is why we see the earth in a state of chaos, a state of disarray. Everything is out of order. Wickedness is at the forefront of everything that we see in the society. You see? It's all because what? The wicked elite of Esau is ruling. It goes on to say what? Verse 2. "And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away." And have we not seen this? Is this not the MO of the so-called white race? Beginning with their elite. If you have a land with precious resources and minerals in that land, they'll find a reason to come and wage war against you, to steal what doesn't belong to them. You see, the truth of what's going on with Iran has just come out, that they have precious material over there to be used to upgrade military weaponry, man. And this is why we see the state of Israel and America talking about they want regime change in Iran so they can have access to those resources. It's the same reason why they colonized Central and South Africa. It's the same reason they colonized the entirety of the Americas, man. You see? They covet fields and take them by violence, by way of the sword. And that's how Esau was prophesied to live. By thy sword shalt thou live. That was the blessing that he received from our forefather Isaac, man. And we see it being played out to these people on the earth on the daily. When I say these people, I'm talking about the Edomites. Right? It says what? Micah 2 and 2. "And they covet fields and take them by violence, and by violence in houses, and they take them away. So they oppress a man in his heritage, and they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage." And that's what they do. They have the entire world oppressed. You see? Especially us Israelites. Well, you can't even have a piece of land or piece of property without Esau intervening in it. You have this land that you paid for, but you're constantly paying land tax on it. If you want to gather rainwater on your land, they consider it illegal. So you really have no freedom here, man. It's all oppressive up under the elite of Esau Edom. You see? Now, what is it going to tell us, though, in verse 3? "Therefore thus saith Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, behold, against this family," and it's not just the elite who are going to feel the wrath of the Most High. It's the entire family of Esau Edom. The entire nation of Esau Edom is going to feel the wrath, and that's what the Most High has promised. You see? So Micah chapter 2 verse 3, it says, "Therefore thus saith Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for the time is evil." So what is coming upon the Edomites, beginning with their elite, they're not going to escape it, man. You see, and when we go here to to the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, I have an excerpt from this book, that was compiled by small hat scholars, and they tell you the truth of what's coming to Esau. For all of you people who are trying to save Esau, for all of you Israelites who are trying to save Esau and have him escape judgment, this is what the scholars of Amalek have said. And Amalek is the head house of Esau. They put this book together. You see, by going through the scriptures, you see, and it says what about Edom? According to what's written in the Bible, it says what? Edom figures prominently in prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. And that is going into what? His blessing expiring, which is going to cause his empire to collapse. And ultimately, his chief dwelling place, known as America, Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed by way of nuclear fire. You see? And also that fire from the chariots when Yahweh Shah shows up. You see? And it gives you a few precepts that you can go look into. Isaiah 35, which goes into the nuclear fire raining down upon this place. Isaiah 63, which goes into the second coming of our Lord Yahweh Shah. And he's going to make a visit here to America in that gigantic chariot. And he's going to be firing laser beams into this place to increase the intensity of the fire. This is a part of the judgment that's coming upon Esau for all that they've done, man. You see? Especially what they've done unto the Most High's people here in this land. So it goes on to say, she is the only neighbor of the Israelites who is not given any promise of mercy from the Most High. And that lines right up with biblical prophecy, and that's what we're going into today. We're going to show you the judgments coming upon Esau and the reason they're coming upon them. And once again, all of you Israelites who are trying to save Esau from this judgment, it's not going to happen. They're not getting away. They have to pay. You see? Matter of fact, let's go here real quick. Let's get Jeremiah 49. I'm tripping. Jeremiah 49:12, it says, "For thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it." Who is that talking about? Us. We had to drink of the cup of the Most High's wrath, man. We had to be punished. And you see, and why were we punished? Because of our disobedience. You see? And that the Most High punished the people that he loves, that he's proclaimed his love for. What do you think he's going to do to those people that he hates? Because the Most High does still hate Esau, according to what's written in the scriptures, man. You see? So it goes on to say, "And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it." So just like the Israelites, we drunk of the Most High's cup of his wrath because of our disobedience. You Edomites are going to drink of the cup as well, because you have to pay for all that you've done on this earth, especially what you have done unto us Israelites. You see? And the Most High goes on to tell you in verse 13 that what? "For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, that Basra," which is America, Babylon the Great, "shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste." And that goes into what? The end all be all of America, of being what? Completely destroyed by way of these nuclear missiles that are going to rain down upon this place. This is what's set to come to pass for Esau Edom. And this is a common occurrence in the scriptures when you go into end time prophecy pertaining to the Edomites. Their judgment is coming, and there is no way they can escape it. You see? Let's get Amos chapter 1 verse 11. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, his brother being who? The Israelites. So because he pursued his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tell perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. So the Most High is not going to turn away the punishment of Esau. You see, all the rape, robbery, murder that he committed against us, he has to pay for that. You see, the entire family line. The entire family of Esau Edom has to pay, beginning with their elite. Let's get this real quick. Let's get Isaiah 14, because now that this truth has come out, you have these Edomites who don't want anything to do with their lineage or family, or they'll say shit like this: "Oh, well, it was our forefathers." You see, I have nothing to do with what my forefathers did, but that's not true. Because if you understand reincarnation, you are your forefathers, reincarnated in the flesh. You see? That was you in times past persecuting, rape, robbing, and murdering the Israelites. Fast forward to this time, you're living off the fruit of what you've done in the past. This is why you have a thing known as so-called white privilege. You see? This is why you have a thing known as white supremacy. It's because what you've done in the past to have what you have now. So, Isaiah 14 and 21 tells us what? Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. And this is what's coming upon the entire nation of Esau Edom. As we just read in the Compact Bible Dictionary. They're not receiving any mercy. You see, the Most High is not going to have pity upon them. They had no pity upon us. And still don't to this day. They like to fake the funk that they do. But we know deep down inside these people, they truly hate us, man. And a lot of our people have forgotten that. You see, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah has it, man. You see? So, what I want to go into, one of my favorite chapters to go into, is the entirety of Ezekiel 35, because this book tells you exactly what's coming upon Esau, man. To solidify, and that definition in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, it solidifies what's said in the scriptures. For all of you Israelites who are trying to have this man escape the judgment that has been preordained to come upon him. You see, he's not getting away. And all of you who want to join hand in hand with him, you're going to be destroyed right along with him, man. So it goes on to say, Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And when you understand that Mount Seir is the land that Esau was given by the Most High, when it talks about prophesying against Mount Seir is a people before it's a place, just like Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So it's talking about prophesy of the people that originally inhabit that land. You see? And let's see if it takes us back to Genesis. Yep, this is Genesis 32 and 3. It says, And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother unto the land of Seir, the country of Edom. Is Genesis 36 and 8 and 9. It says, Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. So when we prophesy against Mount Seir, we're prophesying of the people of Mount Seir. You see, which is a people before it's a place. You see? So all these Edomites scattered all throughout the world, we are prophesying against you, telling you the judgment that you have coming for what you've done unto our people. You see? Now we go back to Ezekiel 35 and 3. It says, And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. Why is the Most High against Esau? Let's get it real quick. This is Malachi 1 and 2. It says, I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. You see? So the Most High tells you who he loves. He loves the Israelites. And he hates the Edomites. Why? Because he can do that. It's as simple as that. Because he can. Verse 4 goes on to tell us what? Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh have indignation forever. So the hate that the Most High has towards Esau will never change. He's going to have indignation against these people forever. For all you coon ass niggas out here talking about, oh, the Most High loves Esau now. That's not written in the scriptures, man. And the reason a lot of you guys are saying that is because you taking that bag, you sold out. You sold out. So that's why you're trying to remix the doctrine. But this is what it is, man, still to this day. And then when we jump to verse 3, it tells us what? Malachi 3 and 6. For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Most High doesn't change. If the Most High hated Esau then, he still hates Esau now. And that's why when you go into the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, it proves that Esau has been promised no mercy from the Lord, man. Why? Because they're hated by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Now let's go back to Ezekiel 35 and 4. It says, and say unto it, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. And this is the end result of all you Edomites here in the land of America. You see? To be made a desolation with the land. The Most High goes on to tell us what in verse 4? I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And how is he going to lay the cities of Esau waste? By way of raining nuclear warheads upon this place, which is going to come at the height of World War III. We go into this all the time, man. This is all Esau's judgment. You see, he's finally getting what he has coming unto him, man. After all this time. All the slavery, the genocide, the lynchings, they're about to pay for it all, man. The Most High goes on to tell us in verse 5 that what? Because I has had a perpetual hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. You see? So that's why this is coming upon these people, man. It's all repayment for what they've done unto us. Verse 6 says what? Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So a lot of death is coming to the house of Esau, man. Just like they hunted down Israelites who were murdering them, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to have the same thing happen unto them, man. You see? Verse 7 says, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You see that? Because eventually, the Edomites are going to be eradicated, man. You see, these cities that he's building up, they're not going to be a thing in the new kingdom, in the kingdom of heaven. Matter of fact, let's go back to Isaiah 14 real quick. it tells us in the next verse, Isaiah 14 and 22, it says what? Verse 22. For I will rise up against them, against who? The Edomites, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Verse 23, I will make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water. I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah of hosts. Which goes into what? That nuclear fire that's going to wash over this place, man. You see? And all the cities, you see, of America are going to be wiped away. That's what's coming. This is punishment upon these devils, man. This is what's being promised, and it must happen. Now, it goes on to say in verse 10, Ezekiel 35 and 10, because thou hast said these two nations and these two countries, talking about northern kingdom and southern kingdom, shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas Yahweh was there. Verse 11, therefore as I live, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, I will do even according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. So once again, this is repayment from the Lord, man. Let's get this real quick. So Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And this is what's happening with the nation of Esau, man, the nation of Edom. They're being recompensed for the tribulation that they put upon us. I want to see what this says in the NLT. 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6 in the NLT, it says, in his justice, he will pay back those who persecute you. And that's true justice, man. That's finally true justice that we have not received, man. They've been promising you niggas reparations since we've been freed from slavery. They haven't recompensed us. They haven't given us nothing. And they won't. This is why we're not looking to Esau. We're not looking to Esau for justice. We're calling out to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah to give us justice, and justice will be had. True judgment is going to be executed upon this wicked nation of people, man, for all that they've done unto us. So that's why you see the true believers standing in great boldness, because we want this, man. We want our get back, and we are going to have it. You see, the Most High has promised. Matter of fact, let's show you Ezekiel 25 real quick. Ezekiel 25 and 12, it says, thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged themselves upon them, therefore thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it. Complete desolation Esau is going to become eventually, man. And I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. Verse 14 says what? I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. These are not our words, man. This is what the Most High has promised to bring upon this wicked house of people. You see, this house of wickedness, man. Because it's going to be revealed unto us how bad it really was. And Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is going to pour the fullness of his spirit into us to hate these people as we should. You see, because right now we can't fully hate these people like we're supposed to because we're in this flesh. But once the Most High pours his spirit into us fully, we're gonna hate these people as Yahweh hates these people. We're going to destroy this people according to the Most High. It says what? According to the Most High's anger and according to the Most High's fury. The ass whooping that we're going to put on the Edomites is going to be like Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is doing it himself. You see? That's what's coming, man. And we long for that day. These motherfuckers they've been kicking our ass up and down the earth since 70 AD, man. And you niggas want to give them a pass. Murdering our children. Murdering our wives. Murdering us. Raping our wives. Raping our children. Raping us. Castrating us, man. Lynching us. And you niggas want to give them a pass? These same devils are here to this day doing the same shit. And you want to give them a pass? No, man. So that's why all of you niggas who are in that weak ass spirit to give Esau a get out of jail free card, may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai bring death upon you, man. Because y'all niggas are tripping. You see? Let's see what it says in the NLT real quick. Ezekiel 25:14 NLT it says what? I will accomplish this by the hand of my people Israel. They will carry out my vengeance with anger, and Edom will know that this vengeance is from me. I, the sovereign Yahweh, have spoken! Exclamation point. This is going to be done, man. The Lord is not fucking around when it comes to this. And once again, when the Most High reveals the fullness of what these people have done unto us, you see? That's why they're in great fear of seeing us stand up and proclaim these things, man, because they know deep down in their spirit they have to pay. They know deep down, they live with this shit every day. Every time they come across the Hebrew Israelites and they hear the true gospel, it does something to their spirit, man. They are afraid. They don't want this to be true. Vocab does not want this to be true because he's scared. He's afraid. He's terrified of what we're saying coming to pass. But guess what? It's going to happen. The Heavenly Father doesn't lie. If he says he's going to get vengeance upon Edom through the hands of his people Israel, that's what it's going to be. And trust and believe, vocab alone, your ass will be amongst the Edomites getting your ass whooped. You see? Because you are an Amalekite, man. You are a fucking sleazy, gutter rat, small hatter, man. So trust and believe. You are going to be amongst the carnage that we're going to bring to the house of Esau once we come back into power. The Most High's promise. The Most High doesn't lie. All his words must be fulfilled. Hey, even the Messiah told you that. So guess what? This is going to be fulfilled as well. This is what you Edomites have to look forward to, man. And there is no escaping it. Ain't no getting out of this judgment. You see, because leave it up to Esau. You see how they doing their justice system. Niggas out here just doing all manner of crimes. You see? Getting off with a slap on the wrist. Nah, man, the true justice is coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And you devils are going to have to pay fully. Fully. You see? So it goes on to say, Ezekiel 35:11 one more time. It says, therefore as I live, saith Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given to us to consume. And that's what they really believe. And that's why they do all type of experiments on us, man. You see? Whether that be trying out new experimental drugs on us, fucking with the frequencies of the music to have Jake lose their mind. Hey, they show you all that shit in that movie, They Clone Tyrone, man. Putting all type of chemicals in your hair products, putting all type of chemicals in your food to turn Jake into brute beast. You see? It's basically intensifying the curses. That's what these devils have done, man. Then they do all these things unto our people, you see, and they'll point the finger at us, like look at how they act. Well, guess who's the root cause of how Jake is acting? You Edomites are. depicting Jake as the face of crime when your ass is just all throughout the world committing international crime. You see? International murder rings. Assassinating leaders of these different nations. Blowing shit up. Stealing people's shit. All over the earth with your nose in everybody's business. But you want to point at us so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians as if we're the problem. The Most High sees all this shit, man. The Most High knows what's up. He's not falling for the bullshit. You can't deceive the Most High with your mainstream media, man. The Most High has the real scoop. And he's about to pull your card, man. Well, shit, he has already pulled your card. And that's why you devils are being called out all throughout the planet Earth. Especially by the true men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now it goes on to say, verse 13, thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. You see that? Ain't nothing getting by the Most High, man. All your little secret counsels and, you know, all this shit you're doing behind the scenes, you might be hidden from the eye of man. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's eyes are all throughout the earth, beholding the good and the evil. The Most High is seeing you trying to build a case upon his true servants. And the Most High sees what his true servants are doing. We're only doing what the Heavenly Father has commanded us to do. And that's why we're moving in great boldness. We're doing what our Father has told us to do. And the Most High sees you behind the scenes, man. Curating this bullshit that you're about to push to the masses. On trying to blackmail us with your deep fakes and your AI. All that bullshit. The Most High sees all of it. And that's why he's going to justify those who truly believe, man. All this madness that you're spewing down here on this earth. We don't need God anymore. We don't need a God in the heavens. We got our own cloud. Niggas out here fucking manipulating the Most High's creation to the point to where 2 male rats can have a baby. Nigga, what is going on? And you want to point the finger at us like we're the problem. No, you devils are the problem, man. And you're going to fucking pay. You're going to pay. And the entire seed line has to pay. We are going to eradicate the entire seed of Esau Edom as if it never was. We're going to wash the earth completely of the filth of the Edomite nation, man. It needs to be done. It will be done. You see? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will see that it's done. Ezekiel 35:14 says what? Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, when the whole world rejoiceth, and when is it going to rejoice? Let's show you. Proverbs 29:2, it tells us what? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So when the kingdom of heaven is set up in the fullness of it, after that first 1,000 year dominion, you see that first 1,000 year period, the people are going to rejoice because they're going to see how life flourishes under us when we come back into rulership. Because right now it tells us what? But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And this is why you see people doing nothing but complaining. People crashing out all over social media, man. Because the wicked are bearing rule. People complaining about not being able to buy groceries or afford rent. You got people living in their fucking vans. Because life is tight. And it's only this way because the wicked are bearing rule. The people are in the state of mourning, man. War everywhere you look. Death everywhere you look. Disease everywhere you look. This is all because the wicked are bearing rule. It won't be this way in a righteous kingdom. And that's another cut. If the fucking small hat, fuck that. If those Israelis were the true chosen people of the Lord, the world would be rejoicing right now. And would have been in a state of rejoicing ever since 1948. But all we've seen is the mourning increase more and more since that false You see, since those false people have been in the land, man. People ain't rejoicing. People are miserable, man. And as this thing gets even tighter, you're going to start seeing more people off themselves. People crash out even more. Niggas running. Niggas driving their cars through the fucking car dealership showrooms and shit, man. Pissed off. And that's a byproduct of the wicked being in authority, man. But once you motherfuckers are removed out of power and eradicated from the earth, what does the Most High say is going to happen? Ezekiel 35:14. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. And that is what's coming upon the house of Edom, man. Matter of fact, let's get a few out of Obadiah real quick. Because all this has to happen for you weak ass Israelites out here who are trying to save these fucking devils, man. Obadiah 1:8 says, shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Why? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, which are us, the Israelites, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. This is the fate, you see, of the Edomite nation, man. That's what's about to happen. Obadiah 1:18, it says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. Why? For Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua hath spoken it. This is what the Most High is going to bring upon you, devils. And those Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary scholars, they know that. That's why they put it in there. Nowhere you look in this book has Esau been promised any mercy whatsoever. In no shape, form, or fashion will they receive any mercy from Yahweh or his children. So Ezekiel 35:15, it says, and that as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. You see that? So that's what's coming upon you, devils, man. As the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary tells you, Edom figures prominently in prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High. And that's what we find written all throughout this Holy Bible, man. Hey, so with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful to let Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Babal.